We are now single digits away from meaningful football starting. The Mets and Yankees are in the fast lane to the wild card spot after being first for almost half the season. College football is back this weekend. It's Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. Episode 2 of Valley Sports Podcast coming to you live with a place with zero valleys, except this one. Faster than a $12 haircut. So sit back, strap in, take a ride with us through the valley.
And when all is ready, Nick flipped that switch.
Welcome, everyone, to Valley Sports Podcast, better known as VSP. I'm your host, George, but you already know that. To my right is Timmy.
What up? I'm Timmy.
And don't forget the man behind the cam.
Greetings, everyone. How are you?
Let's jump right into it. The NFL Preseason has finally come to an end. The greatest time of the year when all the non-ball numbers come out of their hiding spots. And I've already had enough.
I have already had enough as well, because something to me is that preseason is always the time for people to get injured before the real season starts. Like, I remember that year they had no preseason for COVID. Like, all the injuries stacked up week one, and people were like, oh, well, there was no preseason and stuff. And I never looked at it like that until then, where I was just like, oh, yeah, maybe
getting on the field before actually getting on the field.
Exactly.
helps
Exactly.
you.
Yeah.
But like, let me
rust.
get this straight to everyone watching right now. The preseason means jack unless someone gets injured. That's it. I don't care what's going on. Like the Dak Prescotts of the world and the Lane Johnsons of the world are the exception. They're not the rule. Just because someone goes off in the preseason, it doesn't mean it's going to match what's going to happen in the regular season.
Don't forget about Victor Cruz.
Yeah, Victor Cruz. And quite frankly, I'm tired of a lot of people crowning Shedeur Sanders as the next big thing in the NFL because he's not. All right, he had one decent preseason game against third stringers and mostly guys that are not going to be playing anymore. And then he got his welcome to the NFL moment right after in a preseason game, not even a regular season game.
It's funny because I was listening to Boomer and J.O. one morning, and a guy called in and he was like, that was an MVP caliber throw of a touchdown. And I was like, I mean, against third string, we're probably going to get scratched from the roster before the year even starts.
Yeah, maybe he should have also came on and been like, you know what? I think Tanner McKee can take Jalen Hurts' job because he went 20 for 24 in the same day.
Exactly. That
means nothing.
Case in point right there.
You remember a guy named Will Levis? He threw 3 touchdowns in his first regular season game. Everyone thought he was the next big thing. Gigantic arm. Where's he now? He's on the bench. He got replaced by Cam Ward. But the problem is Sanders had one decent preseason game and all hell broke loose. Then reality came crashing down. He got sacked 5 times and 15 dropbacks. You know how terrible that is?
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
Now we're gonna do some fun little entertaining game that I have set up for you guys. So the average quarterback in the NFL today gets 2.7 to 2.9 seconds per throw. I'm going to preface this. I'm going to give him 4 seconds to throw.
Okay.
So he got sacked 5 times. Over under each sack. So we'll start with the first sack. How many seconds do you think he had for the first sack he held the ball? Over under 4 seconds.
Under.
Over.
He had 5.5 seconds he held that ball and he got sacked.
Wait, what?
Sack 2. It gets better.
Oh, boy.
Sack 2, over under 4.
Over.
I'm going to say under.
He was under 3.5 seconds. Still more than the average.
Yeah.
Now this is where it really gets bad. Sack 3. Over under?
Over.
Over.
Yeah, he was way over. He held it for 9 seconds.
That's an eternity for a quarterback.
9 seconds. And he still took a sack. Sack 4.
Over.
Over.
Over. Held it for 8 seconds.
Again, an eternity for a quarterback.
And then last sack, number 5, over under.
Under.
Over.
Over, 6 seconds.
Drew Brees needs to teach this kid a lesson.
So, like I said, for all those people crying about how Stefanski put him out with the guys who are going to get cut, that he made him fail by giving him bad plays, no quarterback who holds the ball for 9 seconds and still gets sacked will ever be good in the NFL.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say he can't be good in the NFL, but you guys are crowning him what he's nowhere near after one decent preseason game. And that's the problem with fans today.
Yeah, no, 100%, because they all, like, it's name-based. They're like, oh, wait, Dion was his daddy? Like, he's got to be the next big thing type.
You know what the problem is? That a lot of his fans that are coming out of nowhere are saying the NFL is conspiring against him. But if you actually, if you actually think about it, this kid, if he was good, you know how much money he would make the NFL?
Yeah, really.
How much they can market him? The son of a Hall of Famer going top
Exactly.
3. He has the swag. He has the look of like a guy that could be marketable, and he's just not good. That's not the NFL conspiring. They would make billions off of this kid if he was a top 3 pick.
No, I mean, 100%. Like, all you have to do is say, like, think back when, I'll say, Cam Newton came in, and he had no relation to anybody in the NFL who are previous star or whatever. He was making tons of money because he was marketable. And just to your point, if he was the son of an all-time great, he would be making billions of dollars in his first year in the league.
Exactly.
It's just...
It's baffling to me that fans are actually saying that they're conspiring against him. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. He was not good in college. He was under 500 and he got his jersey retired. That just says enough for you.
Yeah, that says Dion's son is going to at the upper hand.
And you know, the NFL is starting to go on a bad track because the NBA did this same nonsense last year with LeBron James Jr. and it really like alienated a lot of people. Now they're starting to do it with Sanders. After the first week, the NFL Instagram account posted Cam Ward 5 times. You know how many times the NFL Instagram account posted Shedeur Sanders after his one start?
Gonna say it's over 5, probably.
26 times in one day. 26 times. I don't even think Mahomes gets 26 posts in a day.
Most people don't have 26 posts on their profile. Like
what are we doing here?
That's insane.
Like, I'll tell you this, if he threw for 6 touchdowns and 480 yards, okay, that's one
different
thing. Like, what are we doing here? Be better, NFL. Just be better. Now, this preseason topic kind of interludes to our next thing. We're going to get really heavy on the Jets and Giants today.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm going to preface this right now, Giants fans. I do not care. I do not fucking care. Jackson Dart looks great, and I do not think he should see the field before week 10. End of story. And I think even as a Jet fan, you can agree with me on that.
I 100% agree. The only thing I'll say is he shouldn't see the field at all this year. He should be sitting back, learning everything he can from 2 veteran quarterbacks that are ahead of him.
I'm giving some leeway to the impatient Giant fans. I wouldn't want to see him at all, but I'm giving him before week 10. Unless Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston both break their ankles walking out of the tunnel.
There's
knock
no
on wood.
reason.
Like, I don't want to see him with the helmet on. I want to see him with the little clipboard and his little microphone, his headset. I want him on the sidelines. I want him with the vibes. You see the new thing the Giants have? They have the turnover chest. Have you seen that, Nick? It's great. Whenever they get a turnover, they put the football in the chest, and the guy with the white shirt walks around. He like opens it. It's so funny.
They're having a good time.
I've noticed since they got rid of Daniel Jones, the vibes have been great.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the vibes were off the minute they signed him to that huge contract.
I think to this day that Dable was forced to do that because I don't think he wanted to keep Daniel Jones.
Well, I mean, it put him in a weird position because,
Mara was in love with Jones, so that's why. Because I know deep down Sean wanted to keep Barkley over Jones.
I mean, most people would have kept Barkley over Jones.
But again, it's like, if Barkley ran for 2,000 last year, would that really have made a difference?
No.
He ran for 2,000 on a team that was already a playoff team, which is why it looked so great. But you put Barkley on the Giants with 2,000 yards, what do they get? 8 wins at most?
Wait, he didn't break record, did he?
He sat out the last week. He
Right.
could have broke it.
That's right.
We were worried he was going to break it against the Giants.
That would have been like storybook.
No, it wouldn't have.
That's why we were worried.
Yes, I understand why.
But like I said, the Giants' vibes are great. It's almost like you get rid of the cancer and everything's great. It's like another New York team that has a cancer coaching them needs to be gone forever. And it's Aaron Boone.
Yeah.
Just get rid of him. We'll get to that later. A little prelude to my anger towards Aaron Boone. Let's jump to the Jets. You know, I've noticed over the years when the expectations are at its lowest, you guys kind of come out of nowhere and start doing your thing.
Yeah, I'll hold my breath on that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, you know I'm the biggest Justin Fields fan. That's
No,
what
I
I'm
know,
saying.
and so am I. I mean, I am one who wanted them to draft him instead of Zach Wilson. So I'm also a huge believer in that the preseason means nothing, which I guess just shows that we know football.
I would hope so. We've been watching it for like 2 decades.
Yeah, pretty much. As much as I have that feeling towards it, I've watched that Justin Fields run for a touchdown about 50 times already. So maybe I'm breaking my own rule a little bit. But yeah, that's the thing is everybody, like you were saying, wants to be like this person and this person and this person's going to come out of nowhere. And it's like, hey, yeah, one of those people already got cut from the roster.
The problem is you guys need a legit wide receiver too. Same with the Giants.
Well, I know we both are in the market for the Jacoby Myers trade.
Yeah.
But my huge thing is Mason Taylor, the tight end they drafted. Please, I'm praying to whatever God is up there
to be decent.
To be decent and
be half of a
consistent.
Dustin Keller.
Yes. And Dustin Keller, I wasn't even the biggest fan of when we had him.
He was solid.
No, he was a solid tight end. He just
solid.
tried to get too flashy. But my entire life watching
he was
football,
like a
would you let me?
I'm sorry. Yes. Get a little hypery.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking the tea, but I'm like
I know, but
I ran out.
My entire shut up, would you? My entire life, the Jets have been a revolving door for tight ends, minus those 3-4 years with Keller. I just really, really want one who can stick around and receive, also block. But if Jeremy Ruckert wants to take over that spot, perfectly fine with it. So that's what I'm excited for. And I would just say I'm a little more excited than my partner to the left.
About your own team?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. I can see the Giants easily getting 6 wins.
I can see that solely for the defensive factor.
Yes. Their over-under's 5.5. So I'm going to say this, that over 5.5 is a great bet. So I think this defense can win them 6 games. I think Russ wants to prove something this year.
Yeah, he'll prove how cooked he is.
I don't know. I think sometimes people surprise you.
Yeah, maybe.
There's just a different feeling this year. Let's not all jump to conclusions that I'm going to say like, oh, they're going to go to the playoffs, this and that. I could say at least if they go 7-10, I could say 8 of their 10 losses will be 1-score losses. I can say that.
Okay.
Confidently.
I believe that. I do.
And then with the Jets, I can see you guys after week 15, you can be within 1 game of the playoffs. I can see that happening too.
I hope to God, because I feel like I would almost rather play New England week 17 with nothing on the line, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because you know how that's going to go.
Exactly. I'm sorry, realistic Jet fan here. It's just the way it's worked for years, but I won't be too negative because I am excited about this year.
I'm just saying, I think we got rid of Jones, you guys got rid of Rodgers, and everything might, some cool might happen this year. That's the beauty of the NFL.
It helps that it's not a 40-year-old man playing quarterback, not just for the fact of, durability or versatility, but can understand the players a little more.
And don't forget, Fields and Garrett Wilson have that Ohio State connection.
Indeed, as he does with Jeremy Ruckert. So we'll see how that goes.
Like I said, Jets, I could see them getting more than 8 wins. Giants, I could see them within the 6 to 8 win range.
The Jets will get more than 8 wins.
I think we'll have decent New York football to watch this year. We won't be like week 10, like, oh my God, I only care about fantasy right now.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's how it's been every year for the last 8 years, except like 2022.
And
for me, at least. And then the Jets.
2015.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, the only year I like really expected to have that, not happen was the year with Rodgers. So.
And I'll end this segment on this. I'd say the Giants and Jets have 2 of the top 4 coaches in New York right now, easily.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that. I like Aaron Glenn a lot. Think he's going to do a lot for the team.
Now, let's move into Mets and Yankees.
Oh, boy.
So, just want to say one thing. Huge Yankee fan. I think they're a joke. They are a joke under this regime with Aaron Boone as their coach. They're a team that can't beat anyone good, yet when they come out last week and demolish the Twins and the Cardinals, then last night they destroy the Nationals again, all the fans think, oh, everything's fine. And then they'll lose to the Blue Jays and the Red Sox, and then all hell will break loose. And then they'll be back to normal when they beat the trash AL Central again. We are in a position where since 2018, we haven't won a single playoff series as the away team. Aaron Boone has made dumb decision after dumb decision, a la put Nestor Cortez in to close Game 1 of the World Series. I'm trying to be very calm here because I've spent too much energy cursing this guy's name.
Let's get all too serious. He's all serious about this one.
The current regime seems like they just watch Moneyball every day for 10 hours a day instead of actually thinking about what to do. You got a guy in Giancarlo Stanton who's been our best hitter since All-Star break against a team that he's had history of dominating. But no, let's bench him for fun. Oh, yeah, let's just not have our best hitter since All-Star break not play. Why is he not playing? What is the point of benching him? Is it because he's bad against the pitcher he's going against? I don't care what his stats are. I just want to see our best hitters play against the best teams. And Nick can agree with me, right?
Yeah, he's batting .313 on the season.
Exactly. So there should be no reason he should ever be sitting. Unless it's like the 5th day in a row they're playing.
I feel like it's because they are so obsessed with having Judge DH since he's returned. And so instead of taking Judge out of the lineup, he just takes Stanton out of because he can't play the field multiple days.
I've had enough of this. I'd rather honestly have like a donkey be our manager than this guy right now. He is.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Yeah. And now they're going to beat on the Nationals again, and everyone's going to think that they're back all of a sudden. Then I'm going to have to watch them lose in the wild card, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, what happened? What happened? Oh, I don't know, because we still have the same dumbass manager we've had for 7 years. What do you think as someone on the outside looking in?
So, from the outside looking in, and my own New York baseball team is having a ton of issues right now. Haven't been really thinking too much about you guys. I just don't see why Boone is still your guy.
He's not my guy.
Well, I know not your guy. I mean the franchise, like why he's even still with them.
Because he is Brian Cashman's puppet.
Yeah. So, I almost can't even give reasoning because I feel like it's the same reasoning every year. Is once you start to slide towards the end of the season and stuff like that, and then
this has been a thing every year for like the last 5 years. They start out so hot, everyone thinks they're the best team in baseball, and all of a sudden everything falls apart.
Yeah, outside of June also, because we just know that for New York baseball, the month of June sucks.
Not until recently for the Yankees. The Yankees were known to be very consistent for the whole year, but all of a sudden now that they have Aaron Boone, they're only good for the first 3 months, and then the rest of the year they coast. I don't want to coast. I want to win divisions. I want to watch them win championships. I'm born in 97. What have I really seen? I've seen Jack Diddley shit. The first real memory I have of them is them blowing a 3-0 lead to the Red Sox. And you're going to say, oh, George, you're so spoiled. You're so spoiled. Honestly,
that's what I'm going to say.
I'll say this right now. I would rather not make the playoffs these last 10 years than to watch them stumble their way into the ALCS/World Series and fucking take a dumpster fire every time.
Yeah, well, actually, I don't disagree with that. I feel like a lot of people would probably feel that way.
You would be surprised. You'd be surprised. A lot of people would say you're spoiled. Your team makes the playoffs every year. No, if they won a title once in those 10 years, okay. But it's like I would rather them miss the playoffs every single year for those 10 years than to watch them stumble into the ALCS and either get swept or lose in dramatic fashion because the second baseman's cheating with his wires under his shirts, or blow a 3-2 lead in 2017 when we watched them go a 3-2, or lose in 2020 to the Rays for no reason, or go into Boston with our ace and get whacked.
Lacuri, George, Lacuri. Okay. For those of you who don't know, that means be calm in Valyrian.
No, it's okay. I'm just very annoyed, and I just wanted to get that all off my chest.
can I just move on to my part here? 'Cause-
Yeah, let's. You know what? I'm done with talking about the Yankees. I talk about them too much. Nick's heard enough. I complain about this every single day to everyone that I know, and I guarantee they're all tired of it. Let's move on to the Mets because at least I won't get this passionate and angry about them. Because I actually don't hate the Mets. I like talking about them because they have a lot of talent, and the problem is there to fix.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do my best to not get raged out like he did. So I'll be all serious.
I
and
feel like
close.
from an outside perspective, the Mets are like the less stressful of the two teams, but I'm not a Mets fan.
I think that's why. So everybody wants to say, Vientos, he's getting hot at the right time and the pitching's getting better and everything like that. They brought the kid up. And obviously now everybody's saying, why didn't we bring this kid up 2 months ago? So
That's what I said.
yes, a lot of people are saying that. And personally, I just find it very, very Mets-like to either bring someone up 2 months after they're ready or 2 months before they're ready. Like, I just feel like it goes either way because it's a New York baseball franchise and they screw up.
It's baffling because it's like you guys are lucky you're still in that wild card race because you were close to trying to put a Band-Aid over a knife wound with bringing this kid up at this point.
Exactly. We were dead in the water. Like,
The Reds were within one game of you at one point.
which is hysterical. Like, so going back to my other point, because everybody wants to be like, oh, Vientos, Vientos, Vientos. Yes, it's
My
awesome.
fantasy team is happy for Vientos.
Cool. So, yes, he got hot at the right time. You want to say that? He should have gotten hot a month ago. Multiple people should have, because, now it makes for an interesting wild card race. But if they played well enough a month to 6 weeks ago, maybe we wouldn't be racing for the wild card. Maybe we would have it secured, or maybe even the division. I don't know. So, all I'm going to say is that if they make it to the NLDS, I have no faith they'll get past there. And
Unless you're playing the Phillies, because that is one thing.
I don't know why, like, every time we play the Phillies, we're just smacking the crap out of it.
It's like the Braves owning you, and that's just what happens.
Yeah. So, basically, and again, I like that they're hitting and the bullpen is getting better, but the bullpen has been bad virtually all year up until a few weeks ago.
It has been horrific.
It's been horrific. And it's not even good now.
But yeah, I complain about Devin Williams, but you guys brought in an elite closer in Ryan Helsley, and he's been horrific.
The pitching in general. And then Diaz is,
Diaz is Diaz.
He's Diaz. Diaz frustrates me because I feel like he could be the best closer in baseball if he didn't have these stupid,
Moments where he forgets where the strike zone is.
Yeah, exactly. He's throwing 4 straight balls. Like, what in a closing situation? What are you doing?
Can I just say something so funny? Because we both bring up Helsley and Devin Williams and Diaz coming to the Mets and Yankees and turning into shit. It's hilarious to me that the current closer for the Red Sox is Aroldis Chapman, who's given up 1 hit in the last month, and he has a 1.06 ERA.
Wow.
It's just maybe it might be us. Like, maybe there's something you got to change, because it seems like every time a player leaves the Yankees or Mets, they kind of rejuvenate for some reason.
It's frustrating, to say the least.
Listen, at the end of the day, you make it to the dance, anyone can win.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Why don't you say that for the Yankees?
I was
too?
just
Because
going to say, like last year I felt that way. Not this year.
Different with the Mets, because you guys barely make it. As in like the last 10 years, when you guys make it, besides that 1 year you lost to the Padres in the wild card, you make it worthwhile. The Yankees are in almost every year, and they don't make it worthwhile.
You know what, then? I can kind of see your point of being annoyed. Like, I don't give a shit about playoffs anymore. I care about my team winning a title. If you're not going to do that, don't even give me the extra nerves all through
You guys,
October.
Since 2015, you've made the playoffs, what, 3 times?
3 times.
And out of those 3 times, you've had 2 magical runs that you'll remember as a franchise forever.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Last summer was literally like the most fun I ever had with baseball.
But the problem with the Mets is that they always seem to follow up that magical year with a complete down year.
Exactly. I mean,
While
2016, they only made the wild card.
the Mets go like this and then like this, while the Yankees go like this, and they'll just stay mid. They'll be a good regular season team, but they're a mid playoff team because they just can't get past the better teams. They'll never be the best team in the playoffs. End of story. As long as they have this regime, you go down the years, 2017 to now, every single year, they were not the best team in the playoffs. They always had problems, whether it's the home run ball or their rotation was not good. 2019, their rotation was not good. That's why they didn't win. You had J. Happ starting games. What do you think was going to happen? You're going to beat Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander? Then you're going to go to the World Series and beat Scherzer and Strasburg? What were we thinking?
I don't know. What were you thinking?
I'll tell you what, we hold our prospects too much. We don't go after the heavy pitchers. Like years ago, we should have went after Luis Castillo when he was available, and we didn't. We didn't want to trade Volpe and Dominguez. Oh, because we got the next Derek Jeter coming up. Oh, how's that working out for you? He's the Jameis Winston of the MLB. He's got 18 home runs and 18 errors.
That's a pretty good comparison.
Thank you. I came up with that.
Okay.
Nick, you got anything to add on the Yankees?
If you've followed anything Clint Frazier has said about them, the way they run, it's kind of interesting. Because
I want to hear this.
So he pointed out, like when he was with the team, I mean, it's just his word, but I kind of believe it based on what I'm saying. He said a lot of it is so analytics driven, and so he was mentioning Boone would pencil in a lineup, and then he has to show that lineup to the analytics team, and they make changes.
Wow.
And
I believe that.
He also said they don't believe players going on a hot streak. They are what they are. So if to your point, if Stanton hit 4 home runs, they believe he's a 260 hitter that could hit home runs. He's not actually this 300 hitter. So no matter who you put him in against, he's going to be whatever. They don't play people based on their hot streaks because they think you just are what you are. And that's also why they don't bench people. So they don't bench Volpe because they think.
Yes. Can I? Oh, okay. You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm so happy you brought that up. I forgot about that. Now, Boone benches Volpe for 2 games and gives him his fucking slap on the wrist. And then they treat us Yankee fans like we're the geese at the freaking park. Here's a little piece of bread. You all clamoring for Volpe to get benched? Yeah, we'll bench him for 2 games. Here's your bread. Go buy tickets. All you idiots will come to the games.
Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
That's literally what it is. They benched him for 2 games.
I mean, I liked the kid, but it's been 2 years of him being one of the worst players in baseball.
What has benching him accomplished? Is he going to all of a sudden flip a switch that he's going to be great now?
I don't know, George. I said play Rosario or Caballero.
They traded for them for a reason.
They both at least know who they are. They're not trying to be something else. A-Rod mentioned it, but he goes for power, and he's I would rather the guy just hit 270 and drop the home runs off. Who cares about the home runs?
Yeah,
you don't need home runs.
20 home runs for a shortstop is a lot. And if he's doing that as a 205 hitter, that's awful. I'd rather him bat 290 to 310 with 8 home runs than bat 205 with 25 home runs.
That's what A-Rod said. He's you're going to get a guy that hits 30 home runs but bats 160. What's the point of that?
Because in the playoffs, that doesn't help.
Yeah, he's the Yankees have enough people that hit home runs that way. They need players who do other things. That's all I got to say on that.
Yeah, you're completely right.
I think you're right. I mean, I don't know the inner mechanisms of the Yankees, but I guess I do now.
I mean, yeah, you've watched enough and heard enough of us complaining to give your own opinion. They're just poorly run. And you know what it is? One more thing I want to add before we talk about college football really quick, and then we'll wrap up. Since Hal Steinbrenner took over, he's made 0 moves in the front office.
Really?
He hasn't made any moves. Last topic, I know I'm the only one here that really cares that much about this, but honestly, it's football's football, everyone. College football's back this Saturday, and we got 2 heavyweight fights. Timmy's already fallen asleep.
What's the heavyweight fight?
We got Texas and Ohio State, and then my team, LSU, against Clemson. 4 teams that will more than likely be in the college football playoffs. And if it wasn't for the Penn State glaze, we would, for the first time in history, have the number 1 and number 2 face off in week 1. But Ohio State's number 3 for some reason because Penn State has to be glazed every year now. But I'm excited for college football this year. It's a very quarterback-heavy year. Arch Manning, Klubnik out of Clemson, Nussmeier at LSU. There's always a dark horse Heisman. And hear this first right now. Your dark horse Heisman for the 2025 season, Sellers out of South Carolina. You can get him at plus 2,500 as of today, August 27th, 2025. Lenora Sellers. Put 20, maybe 50 on him. Thank me later.
I only really know college when it's like March and April because the draft is coming up for the NFL.
Yeah, there you go. Should try watching more this year.
Yeah, I should.
Start this Saturday. We got 2 great games that you'll enjoy. And also, I got one more. Florida Gators are facing off against Long Island.
The Gator Chomp.
You didn't hear what I just said?
Long Island?
Yeah, like Long Island University is facing Florida.
LIU.
LIU is facing the Florida Gators week 1. Yes.
What?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know that they had a. I didn't, honestly.
I didn't know they had a football team either.
Yeah, till today. That's when I learned.
Literally. Wow.
Just he was like, oh yeah, they're facing off against a high school team.
See, but like, how does that even happen? How does the correlation come in, like, of how they play each other?
I thought they'd be in completely different divisions.
Right?
Like not kept compatible with each other.
I would have thought, like...
Yeah, like the low... I would have thought they were in the low ranks and not allowed to play, like...
Yeah, the actual NCAA.
You guys remember the fake high school team? Was it a fake high school team?
Yes, Bishop Sycamore. You know about that?
No.
Oh my God, you got to look this up. They played like the number 1 or 2 high school team in the country, and this team was a fake team they created.
But they got on ESPN.
Yeah,
for
they
ESPN
lied about their history.
Broadcast high school games.
Dude, they got embarrassed.
They managed to get on that.
Oh my God.
It is the funniest thing because you could tell how bad they were because these guys were just coming out. They were sharing equipment. Like, it was laughable.
That's crazy.
I can't find the spread on this game for some reason. Google is...
look it up?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe it's not even real.
It is a real game, but if I had to guess, it has to be like minus 60.
I can't even imagine.
I don't think I've ever seen Long Island U play football.
I didn't know they had a team.
Are they even Division 1?
How? That's what I just said to Nick. I'm like, how does this matchup even happen?
Why is that allowed?
Oh my God. And Florida has like a top QB too. That guy's going to probably throw for 10 touchdowns Lagway.
What's the record for amount of points scored in a college game?
I think it's in the hundreds. All right, you ready? The highest scoring game in college football history was in 1916 when Georgia Tech beat Cumberland 222-0.
How? What? How much time was even, like, in that amount of time, you would think the defense never took the field.
Cumberland did not record a first down, and the final 2 quarters were shortened due to the lopsided score.
And it was shortened. That's wild. Like, what? Did they score on the first play of every possession or something? Like,
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Long Island Sharks. Long Island University Sharks.
All right. Episode 2 in the books. Once again, love all the support all of you are doing. We'll be here year-round. Valley Sports Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the fixins, at Valley Sports Pod. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. Leave a comment, too. Let us know what you like, what you dislike, what do you want to see. Like I said, it's going to be very football-heavy this year. Next week will be episode 3. Stay tuned because me and Timmy are going to sign the contract for our bet this year for the NFL season. A little preview of what's to come.
That's not the only signing that's going to happen on this show.
Yeah, you could say that again. With that being said, till next time, there will be that next time. This is George from Valley Sports Podcast, giving you a 189 dive to wrap VSP Episode 2 in the books. Clean it up. Timmy, give it to me one more time.
Nick, flip that switch.